know that, as usual, this is an international event, and the ICC, ensures that the media is well taken care of. So, in addition to providing the accommodation that you need here in St. Kitts, we're also going to provide media gifts as usual at international events like this. So, Alman, now that I've stole some of your thunder, you can bring these guys up to date as to what to expect.
Before going to questions which would permit me not to give too long a comment, I just wanted to highlight something that I find very unique for this event. And just to report that a specially put together steel orchestra called the St. Kitts Steel All-Stars, headed by Melvin Hewlett, has been contracted to play the 8th national anthems during the tournament from the 5th to the 10th. It is the first time that steel bands would be used for the playing of anthems at a World Cup, and it is the same time that, at the same time, it would be the same situation taking place in Guyana, Barbados, and St. Lucia. I think that is unique to the Caribbean, and it should render some specialness in terms of the delivery of our World Cup. We have also recruited approximately 60 youngsters, male and female, from the school system, many of whom, or most of whom, are engaged in youth cricket academies and also the youth cricket program in our primary school as administered by the Department of Sport. And these children are going to be involved in the opening ceremony exercises for each game. 15 children will accompany the 15 players for each team, and another 24 would be what we call flag bearers carrying various large.
In terms of, I'll touch a little bit on ticketing now, because there are only 2 ways in which persons can enter water park to attend or participate in the tournament. That is via accreditation, and the other one is via a ticket. The ticket office, I think, is going to be opened in a couple of days. There were some logistical issues where that is concerned, which are being ironed out, and so tickets will become available in the next few days, and you will be advised of that. But for the accreditation, as I mentioned before, you will need to get through that process in very short order so that your names can be entered into the system and your accreditation passes can be made ready. The passes are going to be distributed from the 23rd of April, and we're asking everyone to collect those way in advance of the actual tournament. I think I'll stop there for now and go back to Mr. O'Gara, and then I imagine we'll field some questions.
Just to clear up a couple of the things with the ticketing. Actually, the office is the ticket office on Park Range, the usual ticket office, and to ensure that, I know Alman did say that there was only 2 ways to get into the stadium, was via ticket or accreditation. One thing we want to let the general public know specifically is that it's open seating. So actually, when you get a ticket, it doesn't, all it does, it restricts you from the restricted areas, where workers and people with accreditation, would have access to. But it's open seating, so you can actually go to the stands, or you can go to the mounds, where there may be there may be a late attempt still at actually having the party stand available to fans who want to go in one of our local beverage distributors and producers or bottlers or whatever it is. They there's scope for them to have that available. And I know some of the other issues like the cricket operations and sportainment will come up when Val and Steve join us. In terms of the marketing strategy, of course we've had a challenge here in St. Kitts, and I'm sure most of you guys would know, the folks from ZIZ, Win FM. I mean, you guys would realize that all the ads and the Sun, you guys would realize that the ads are pretty much generic. We've been, screaming and hollering to get something, localized with our dates and stuff like that. The only thing that we've gotten changed so far, of course, if you've seen the recent print ads in the local newspapers, both in St. Kitts and in Nevis, you would have seen a change where they're now, specifically saying that the matches in St. Kitts are free. It's the first round female version of the matches, and also that the dates of the matches, the May 5th to the 10th. I mean, most of the ads that you would have seen so far would have given you the date of the entire tournament from the 16th to the 30th. The 30th to the 16th, so that's the opposite way around. For media, for marketing, we've had so far one of our major marketing strategy have been the bus store. And I'm sure some of you would have seen we've had two so far. The first one was held on April 7th at the ferry terminal. We had one yesterday right at the junction of 4th Street and the Circus. And both of them has been very successful so far. There's one next week as well, and I prefer to hold the information back on that because so far our schedule included a performance by Mr. Vegas and Faye and Lyons. They're the ones who actually performed the tournament song in St. Kitts next week, but it seems as if that there's some challenge based on some emails that I received yesterday. There's a challenge actually to get them out of St. Kitts and into New York in time for engagements the day after their performance, which was scheduled to be the 23rd. Actually, they were scheduled to be in St. Kitts on the 22nd and the 23rd. They were going to do the media rounds on the 22nd, and then what we had planned was a concert. Well, not a concert. Let me change that, because I don't want to give people the impression that Fayan and Mr. Vegas are coming here to do a concert. They're actually coming here to perform the tournament song. There's two other artists that travel with them that's going to perform. In addition to them, we're going to have Ronnie Rascal, who is one of the DJs here in the stadium during the games, and also the 26-piece All-Star Steel Band that we think will be one of the legacy items from this tournament. They're the ones that's going to play the national anthems of all 8 countries, so they're going to be part of the anthem ceremony. The steel band, of course, is trained by Melly Hewlett and Nigel Williams. They're the two people. It's a 26-piece all-star steel band with players from all around St. Kitts, mostly and specifically young folks. So, as I said, we'll give you more information as you know, the details evolve.